What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another sponsored review of a technology, a company, a startup by the name of Seal.Network. Check them out, people. It's a blockchain-powered product authentication and services platform. This one, people, I really like, and I wish they had a near-field chip for a lot of these fraud YouTube channels out here. That will really weed them out, right? But I want to welcome you guys to a review of a company that I am very excited about. To be honest with you, it is something that is of necessity in this global world. You know, we have e-commerce. You know, with the advent of the internet, I can purchase things from China to Cambodia to South Africa. It doesn't matter, right? I can purchase products anywhere. With that being said, it's not like in the olden days where you would have to have a face-to-face transaction with someone. And in those type of scenarios, normally individuals will be less apt to fraud you because there's some level of accountability there. But with the advent of the internet and e-commerce, people can sell people things from across the world and feel like there's no recourse. And even if you do try to pursue that, it's normally very hard to have anything done to that individual. So today, this company, they reached out to me last week, and I kind of went back and forth with one of the representatives, was asking them questions, kind of vetted them, and one thing that I asked was, do you have a working product? Is this something that you're just, a concept, a white paper, and a nice website? And the answer was, yes, we do have a working product. We'll get into that shortly. Because another aspect of this company that I like, people, is the B2B and B2C dynamic here. And what I mean by that is, I'm sure most of you know, but I try to keep things as lay as possible. B2B meaning business to business, and they also have a business to consumer vertical that I think really broadens their reach and the utility behind their token. Guys, I always talk about what are these tokens really used for. This is one, and then we'll get into it, but this is one that actually has a use case and is very necessary for authenticating the products. So we'll get into that and get into more of the details. But again, Seal.Network, check them out. Pre-sale as of the airing of this video is probably going to be in about 2 to 3 days or 4 days. Just depends when you see this, but check them out. Let's go ahead and take a look at their website. And I want to kind of kick off this review with a video. I like doing this, and they have a very good one. It's simple, but yet very terse with information, and hopefully will help you understand what's going on. Let's check this out.
A brand symbolizes the promise of value and authenticity, a promise that is broken by counterfeiters. At Seal, we are devoted to protecting the value of the world's most beloved brands. We do this by combining cutting-edge blockchain and NFC technology. This is how it works. Products are manufactured with an embedded Seal chip. This chip is linked to information on the Seal.Network, a completely secure platform which leverages a decentralized blockchain database. Consumers can easily scan the chip with the Seal app to verify its authenticity and get product information. The dynamic NFC chip provides a unique code with every interaction. This makes it impossible to duplicate. With the Seal app, consumers can also claim ownership of a product. And when consumers buy a product with Seal tokens, the currency of the Seal.Network, they directly claim ownership of products as well. This helps in theft prevention and insurance processing. Once a product changes owner, a small fee is paid to the brand. For the first time in history, brands can earn money from secondhand trade. Using the power of the blockchain, authenticity can be checked and ownership can be transferred decades from now, even if the product itself is discontinued. The transparent nature of the blockchain helps brands deal with midnight shift and parallel trade, and empowers brands to maintain consumer trust. Together, we can stop counterfeiting for good and let consumers appreciate the creative work of makers. Seal. Out of love for creation.
So there you have it. That sums it up very well, in my opinion. And if you were paying attention, to me, the most important part of that video was the fact that you actually have a product that a brand can actually make money off of their product after it's sold the first time. That's revolutionary to me. I have not heard of anything like this in the past, so that really got me excited about that. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below for sure. But that is something like mind-blowing. I didn't even think about how a brand can continually make money, residual income, off of one item. Off of a single item. That will change their bottom line. That will change their top line. That will change everything for brands, especially bigger ones, but also little ones. Like it affects both sides of the spectrum, in my opinion. And so I think this will incentivize brands to partner with companies like Seal, right? And then at the same time, on the other side, the B2C side, it will incentivize individuals to purchase or make purchases more confidently, especially in person. So this, I think, is a great idea. I think there is room for white labeling this type of idea, this type of product. And so we'll get into some of the details here. Let's get back over to the website. So as you can see, the actual token sale actually begins in about 4 days. And I want to take you guys into the what is Seal section of the website, so you guys can kind of check this out. It's pretty neat here. So what is Seal? Get genuine products. So it says here, Seal is a blockchain powered product authenticating and services platform which will provide consumers and manufacturers with product trust. Seal enables anyone the ability to confidently, quickly, and economically verify the authenticity of any product which is Seal enabled. The Seal proprietary technology utilizes NFC compatible Seal chips, which can be effectively, securely, and discreetly incorporated with any physical manufactured product. Upon integration of the Seal chip, the product is paired with digital counterparty or a digital counterpart on the blockchain. Verification and authenticity is instantaneous with a simple tap or scan with any smart device. Man, this gets me excited about blockchain again, man. The markets have been down. We all know a lot of hype over and overvaluation of a lot of tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. But these types of projects, to me, bring hope back for blockchain for 2018 for sure, because they're actually they're getting into they're filling the gap between an issue and the solution. They're bridging that. They're bringing that solution right to the issue. And this is a huge market in which, as I stated before, brands, as their margins shrink because of higher costs, we've got all these like money printing all over the world. So eventually the cost of doing business goes up for these companies. What company wouldn't want to make money, residual money off of products that they've sold? So this again is great. I think this is going to have some legs for sure. And they do have a partner. We'll talk about that. They also have a client that they landed. I want to get into that as well. But before I do that, let's take a look at more about Seal. So it says here, buy with confidence. Be sure you get the product you expect. Recognize genuine products from fakes. And it says here, fight counterfeiting. Make the world a safer and better place. Fight against the financial support of cartels and dangerous products. Preserve value. Increase product value by adding supply chain information and providing trust in the secondary market. So it kind of goes through how it works, and I'm going to show you guys a video. But before we actually go any further, I do want to just make a highlight on this one point, and that is that they're not just using some RFID chip. Okay, is not a generic chip. There's actually a NFC device or chip mechanism they're using, and the reason and he explained it to me, the reason why they're using that is because the NFC is a dynamic NFC, so it actually changes states every time it interacts with like a smart device, a phone. It changes states. Therefore, it can't be duplicated. It knows its, I guess you want to say, its key on the blockchain, so it will always be able to identify. The smartphone will connect whatever application, whether it's a white label or just the actual Seal application, is connected to the blockchain, and it can always verify whether or not that NFC device that's embedded in the product is real or fake. So that is excellent. That's good news. That's good tech. And so let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video, because as I've stated, I in the vetting process, I'm like, look, do you guys even have a product? Because I turned down so many ICOs that do not have products. There are very few that I will review that don't have a working product or very close to that, and so this is one. That's one of my criteria I try to stick with. So before we actually go any further, I do want to show you just a quick 1 minute video of a product demo that they did to kind of showcase the near field chip technology that they're using to authenticate their products. And so this is in an actual purse that they have here to show. So let's take a look at that really quickly. That's neat. Okay, so as you see, you just kind of put the phone near the actual device, have your Seal app open, and it will automatically scan to figure out if it's authentic or not. And so there's also one other point that is very important, and I almost forgot to highlight this, is the fact that Seal is a part of the International Anti-Counterfeiting Coalition, and this is the world's largest non-profit organization devoted solely to protecting intellectual property. But not only that, this company is the only blockchain company a part of this organization, and one of their advisors, and I'll have to get over to that section, they're also a part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, or Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. That's good to see. But not only are they a part of this IACC, one of their advisors is the founder CEO of React, and React is another type of anti-counterfeiting network, and it spans over 90 countries. So I'm seeing that this, with them having an advisor like this is going to probably open them up to a lot of verticals, not just with consumer goods like purses, gym shoes, and clothing, right, apparel, but even other stuff. It can even be manufacturing. Like it can be a ton of things where they can implement and get into those different segments. And so the one company that they actually, I told you guys, they did have a actual partnership, not a partnership, but a client they landed. and that client is actually a winery, and we'll get over to that. But I do want to show you first, before we go over there, let me show you the team here. So here's their team. I do want to show you really quickly the gentleman who is the founder of React.org. Oh, here it is. So yeah, Max Blom. He's the founder, chairman of React.org. So excellent person to have on your team. Again, it spans 90 countries. And in addition to that advisor, they also have an advisor from NXP, which NXP, actually, I'm going to show you their site. NXP Products, Near Field Communication Chips. They actually create or manufacture about 80% of all NFC chips. So that is that's impressive. That's great to have them on the team as advisors. Here's one of the gentlemen right here. He's the Chief Information Security Officer of NXP Semiconductors. This is a thorough and well thought out idea, guys. They're hiring, it looks like, as well. So if you guys are in the EU or actually they are in the Netherlands, I believe. If you're over there, check them out. They're hiring. So if you want to bring your talent to Seal, check them out. Seal.Network. But let me show you guys. I want to show you the first client that they've landed, and it's like I told you, it's a winery, and it's Galdo de Rey. This is an actual. I didn't even think about wine. This is for high-end wine. That people take that seriously, and to know that there's been a lot of counterfeiting in this space. So to know that you've got a real bottle of wine, that is big. And again, this can apply to so many industries. This is great. So this is one of their partners. They'll be rolling out with implementation of their NFC soon with this company. So I'll try to leave a link to this company as well in the description of this video. And so one other thing I failed to mention, I think this is pretty good to know. Seal has partnered with a well-known marketing agency by the name of TBWA. I think you guys probably remember them from back in the early 90s, late 80s. They did that well-known, iconic Apple commercial. Well, they're partnering up with Seal, and I think that's going to really help them. You know, you get a big global company like TBWA behind you, they're going to really be able to push the brand and really start to acquire more clients, customers, end users, meaning, individuals using it, and then also the business side, the business to B2B, which is going to be as important, because there's no product without actual businesses to adopt the technology from Seal.Network. So one other thing, I just thought about this before we get into the ICO. I know I've been rambling a little bit, but I'm so excited about this one. Pretty excited, because these are the types of products and projects that are game changing, and are game changing because they're leveraging blockchain technology. But one other thing, I can even imagine Seal partnering with a Sotheby's or some company like that, an auction where high-end items like artwork, you name it, anything that Sotheby's sells, I can see them partnering with them to help keep the integrity of the product they're selling at these auctions, keep that integrity at 100% without a shadow of a doubt. You know that product is that product, so, or item, I should say. So let's go ahead and look at the actual ICO. I've been talking so much about the product, I didn't even really get into the ICO portion of it and the details behind that. So let's go ahead and look at that. Again, the ICO, it starts in 5 days as of the recording of this video. Some of the details about the ICO, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here, and you guys can really do a full in-depth overview and analysis of the ICO and the company. I'll leave a link for sure as well. Just visit Seal.Network and you can check out some of the details. But they have a soft cap of 36 million tokens, a hard cap of 492 million tokens. Pre-sale is allotted, they have a slotted 264 million tokens, and the main sale is another 108 million tokens. The reason for vast amount is because they're actually, you have to imagine that these tokens will be used fairly often once this gets into the wild. One thing that I did not mention, and this is critical, when people purchase items using the Seal token or authenticate, those tokens are actually burned. So that's why they have a decent amount of supply there, but over time that will hold more value for sure. Once they get really up and running, I think this is going to definitely have some value there, some value proposition for you to hold as well, not only utilize, right? So again, jump over to Seal.Network, check them out. The team is nice. I talked to one of the representatives in the vetting process, and very, very strong team. They're focused. And for me, the icing on the cake was when I found out that the actual founders have what you call a 1 year cliff, and what that means essentially is that they don't get any of the reserves from the ICO raise for 1 year, and then thereafter it's a slow release of the funds over the course of the next 3 years. So that shows dedication. That shows that they're serious about this. It's not like most companies, most ICOs out here. There's zero vesting. Once the funds are raised through the ICO, people can do whatever the hell they want with them. So I'm glad to hear that, and I think that should be something that is a definite check on your list as you look at ICOs to potentially invest your hard-earned money into. So get over to Seal.Network, check them out. If you like it, sign up for the pre-sale. That's pretty much it. I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts about Seal.Network, and I'll holler at you later. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out.